championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He'll get rid of it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
There he goes. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Bama! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. Back to pass, it's Coleman Hope. Working the middle, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wilson on the carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Takes the grab. It's Young. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut left. Maybe even double-team high-low. Chop off on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you call. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty.
Touchdown time! A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Reese. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Looking for a man. It's Coleman Hope. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Hutchinson. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Reese. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. In the red area, it's Wilson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking downfield, it's Coleman Hope. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, working that wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Bring in the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense. He'll pull it on the read. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws for the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. He's got it at the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they have.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We're only in the first half. Already this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys.
Breaks into the open. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Russell. That's caught, it's Hampton. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the top, he'll take a shot. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. He'll do it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harmon. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
To the air, it's Russell. Got a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Oh, they're after him. And he can't complete the first pass. get settled. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Hutchison. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal. This one a 41-yarder. Splits the uprights. Good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to pass. It's Coleman Hope. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the calls are. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. It's complete to the right. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Hale. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick completion to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw.
Yo. You must have been busy as shit yesterday. Running out like a slave.
Bruh. Like a fucking slave, bro.
I was like, this nigga ain't even log on the game at lunchtime? Yeah.
Bruh, cause she was off today and she was trying to do all this setup and shit.
Oh, you got your fucking shit on your screen.
Oh shit.
The elusiveness all on display in that sweet return there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Alabama offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen all almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Makes the catch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Reads it, fires complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got some room to run. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down mark, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy.
Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance.
Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Off play action on 1st down. Got him downfield. Lowers those pads. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Caught over the middle. It's Harmon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Under fire. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble on the play. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. I'll tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Young. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game. Keep fighting. But it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me or you, Reese, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He breaks a tackle. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Direct snap, it's Williams. Trying to make magic with his feet. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry.